Is a parent entitled to like their child?
They don't have to, they should.
I think you should. I mean,
Shit. I would say, damn, I don't know.
And sometimes I don't like mine.
When I was growing up, I disliked my dad.
I believe, if those are your children, yeah, you're supposed to both like and love them.
But it was for a reason. It was because he was trying to keep me grounded and teach me structure.
Hell yeah, I can understand. I just told you, sometimes I don't like my kids. Shit. They get on your nerves. Just like people in here that's married or people out there that's married. They don't like your spouse all the time. You don't do that all the time.
Being disappointed in your kid, yeah, but not like them. That's a hard way to say it. I don't like my kid. Nah, I can't see myself saying that.
But the unconditional love is there, or should I say should be there.
Oh, I hated that nigga. I did not like that nigga at all. Because we used to go over there and me and my brother, we used to go over there and just be able to do what the hell we want to do. And then when it stopped, it's just like, damn, what the hell we do? Like, I ain't no bad kid. I ain't messing up in school. I ain't doing nothing. You just saying no for no reason. I was mad at the process of instilling structure because I didn't know what was happening.
Love is an overall stasis of being and feeling, but that like is the day-to-day interaction with that child. And I think you're supposed to have that with your children, man. You're supposed to relate to your children, understand your children, and form a bond with them. Not necessarily be friends with them, but I liked all my kids, so I guess.
I think there's bad people in the world.
Are some of those bad people children, people's kids?
Yeah, some of those people, some bad people are people's kids.
Who? To not to like him? It probably wasn't fair, and then you see how he turned out, so, I would think that had something to do with his disposition and his mindset. If I grew up and my dad didn't like me, openly didn't like me, I'm pretty sure it would tilt my disposition in a certain way that might not be too good.
They grow to be bad adults. Or the kids can only learn bad things from other people, most likely the parents.
Best way to break up in a relationship?
Shit, is it a good way to break up with somebody in a relationship?
In a relationship, oh no, we gotta be face to face. I'm not. Yeah, if I fire you, I can't fire you over the phone via text or. Yeah, we gotta sit down and talk. Go have some dinner or something.
Phone. That's the perfect way to break up with somebody, I think.
It depends. If she crazy,
I mean, shit, today, for safety's sake, you better do it. You better do it through text for safety's sake. These niggas barbecuing motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So.
I like that face to face, person to person.
That's a better way, best way to me. I ain't gotta look at you. Yeah, I'll break up through the phone.
it's dependent on who you're in a relationship with. It's dependent on the dynamic of the relationship.
Nah, but I really, real talk, I don't think it is a good way to break up with somebody. I think, what I'm saying, me standing in front of you, us having a conversation would be the best move, but, in today's, climate, yeah, that's some dangerous stuff.
Because how long y'all been dealing with each other? Some might warrant just a simple text message or, like I said, if y'all were really feeling each other and something just went left, it might warrant an actual, face-to-face sit down, have a heart-to-heart.
I've been with my girl 14 years, nigga, shit. I can't even remember the last time I broke up with somebody. It probably had been my baby mama, and that didn't go well. I think she called me cheating.
If you try to break up with somebody that's crazy, do it through text from another state. If you're trying to break up with somebody that's got some sense, you can probably go to a nice crowded restaurant for dinner and do it face to face And you know, she probably won't cause a scene, but you don't have to.
Break up with somebody in public?
Yeah, to protect yourself.
Broke up with somebody in public? I'm sure I probably have.
To protect yourself. I want a witness. I've never been dumped through text because when I was, you know, when I was dating, texting really wasn't a thing.
Have I ever been dumped when it wasn't face to face? No, I haven't.
It was kind of a, yeah, nah, I've never been dumped through text.
In public? What do you mean? Like, when you say in public, what do you mean in public? Like we at like the mall or something?
Anywhere but a house?
Yes, I've definitely been dumped over the phone. I've been dumped over the phone. I've been dumped face to face. I've been dumped because I was too nice. I've been dumped because I was an asshole. Been dumped for all kind of reasons.
Man, I done got broke up with over the phone, in public, through text, face to face. Yeah. Now that I ain't never done. I ain't never got broke up in an email.
Nah, I can't say I've been broken up in that manner before. Nah, not in public.
Oh man! Oh, carrier pigeon. Nah, I ain't never got broke up with. Yeah, that's a new one now. I ain't never got broke up with via email. He got the hawk with the blue blockers on.
It's not just one answer to that question. So, Adaptive Culture is a clothing brand that's dedicated to social justice and ethnic diversity. So, the first way to me that black people, in my education, that black people got to America was they traveled here freely and mingled with the indigenous tribes that were already here. So yeah, I created the brand in 2020 to, you know, basically express some of the feelings that were going on with, you know, the unrest going on with police violence on unarmed black men, and I went through a little bit of that myself. So it comes from a very personal place. I think we were the first boat builders. I think we were the first master craftsmen. So we were the first boat builders, and there were some brothers who figured out how to get a boat over here. The hope is that we you know, promote awareness, first of all, to look at the differences that's going on in this country, and all the stuff we've been screaming about for all these years, and try to get some traction into making some progress. Because I feel like right now we don't have a version of America as black people that we can call ours. As far as dealing with, you know, police violence, I had a couple of incidences where, you know, especially as a teenager, unarmed, and ended up at the wrong end of a police officer's gun. The main thing they do to erase that is propaganda. They erase a lot of truth by propaganda. You know, you spin a story over here that just catches legs and goes on like wildfire, and people believe what stays around for a long time. So you got a lot of people still under wrong assumption today from hundreds of years ago because of propaganda. You spread that propaganda, people believe it. You know, unfortunately, people believe when Birth of a Nation, the first Birth of a Nation came out, they believed that, you know, all black men were after white women and they were savages, and you know, this, that, and that, because that's what Birth of a Nation depicted. One of the times, got a gun put to my head and was called the N-word over and over, and threatened to be shot on the side of the highway. And I was 17 at the time, and went to the police department to try to report it. Of course, that got nowhere. Then I was furious. Now I'm furious. Then I was furious enough to punch holes in walls. Now I'm just furious enough to, you know, create a clothing brand that has thought-provoking messages that pisses people off, and then maybe we can have a conversation that leads to some change. The only way to combat that, man, is to get in touch with the truth and actually, you know, start living in that and not compromising and saying, well, you know, because we've been doing it this way, we just gonna keep doing. We just gotta actually get in touch with the truth, man, and you know, start paying attention to that.
To make more than his significant other.
Hell no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Glad when my wife comes to me talking about she bringing that cheese, slicing that cheese thick like that. Come on with it. You know what I'm saying? I roll stay. You're a man, bro. In relationships where money dictates the role.
I'm talking about general consensus. I ain't telling how y'all run your relationship, but generally speaking, the breadwinner is the decision maker.
In relationships where money dictates
Only in those relationships.
Only in those relationships do that dictate.
Yeah. Only in those relationships where they prioritize money over everything.
Yeah, if that's been the mandate, yeah, that's
get your power based on your level of economic, you know.
Okay.
And you're not gonna treat me bad.
But that's defined role.
No, it's not about how she treats you. Are you treating her any different? If she went from making 65 to 150,
Well, I'm in love.
but
I'm already in love.
double her income.
I got to change shit. I just got more bread. I got to find. I got to manage now.
I fold clothes, I ain't washing. I ain't washing.
With that increase in salary, does your time obligations change? Because that might change some of the things that you have to do. If we're making that much more money,
That's good.
changes how, you know,
Her schedule.
Her schedule, the way she's away from home, that might change some of that. That might change. But those are chores and duties. That's not roles.
Janky ass nigga.
Old girl Kiki, you know, out there showing all the ass out there, and the man.
That's
Now
that's definitely conversation for the show right there.
Oh, the motherfucker starts when you start auditioning for a relationship. You auditioning for a boyfriend and girlfriend. Everybody like you're a boyfriend, you're a girlfriend. You don't get that same respect. Like what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like you are.
Now I go with that. It's certain marriage come with certain privileges that boyfriend girlfriend don't. Now I'm not saying you don't have to respect each other in a relationship, but once we married, it's gonna be certain access and privileges that a married person have that the boyfriend girlfriend don't.